Hey everybody, this is your man Marlon Copeland. I am back with the top 10. 2901 Production proudly presents to you the top 10 Southern rappers of all time. What we're going to do today, as we always do, I'm going to take my list and compare it to someone else's list. In this case, I will be going up against the Denver Westword Independent, which is a news something in Denver, Colorado. So they compiled their top 10 list. I'm going to take my list and see who has the better list. You guys let me know what you think. I think it's going to be really interesting. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. So they're number 10. This is the Denver Westword. I have to look to my left, as I always say. I look to my left to read, then I come back. So the Denver Westword, that's what we're just going to call it. We're just going to call them the Denver Westword. The Denver Westword top 10 starts off as such. In the number 10 slot, they have 3-6 Mafia. Who would ever think that you would see Crunchy Black sitting right there again? He black as hell too. I'm sorry, because I know I'm a dark guy as well, but that motherfucker dark. He's like DCEU dark. But anyway, that's their number 10. I'm a big fan of 3-6 Mafia. How could you not be if you're from southern, if you're from the southern area? You have to love 3-6 Mafia. I have no problem with them being on their list. They like it, I love it. I think that 3-6 Mafia acquired more national fame after Crunchy Black, whatever happened with that situation. I don't even remember. It's been so long ago. But I know he wasn't in the group for a long period of time. But nevertheless, if that's who they like, I love it, I guess. Number 9 on their list, the Denver Westward list, is the King of the South, Clifford Joseph Harris, better known as T.I. I gotta be honest. I actually think that's a bit low for T.I. To be number 9. T.I., being from Atlanta, that could, and let me explain something. My bias, I really looked at this list unbiasedly when it comes to my list, and I'll explain how I put my list together. But T.I. is a damn good artist. I mean, you look at his ledger. I mean, the man is amazing. He put together a hell of a career. I don't know how he could be number 9 in anything Southern. So that's a little baffling to me, but if they like it, I love it. And number 8 is going to baffle you even more if you feel the way I feel about hip hop and you consider this person a Southern rapper. I don't know how in the world we're going to have Missy Elliott listed at number 8 on their list. They have Missy listed at number 8. Missy is a pioneer when it comes to women's hip hop, and she's arguably one of the greatest women hip hop artists of all time. I don't know how you can build a Mount Rushmore if there was ever a Mount Rushmore of hip hop artists as far as ladies go. I would assume Missy would be on that list, and she's amazing when it comes to her visual and with her videos and the creativity, which also captures you to want to listen to her lyrics. And if you listen to her lyrics, she can go. So I really don't understand how she can be number 8. And, ironically, then number 7, I don't know how in the hell Christopher Bridges, a.k.a. Ludacris, is sitting at number 7. I apologize. There's no way Ludacris is number 7. The only thing that's Ludacris is this picture. It's definitely one of those early 2000 Walters pictures. If you're from Atlanta, you know what I'm talking about. It's like he's posing. Oh, they missing like those Roman pose that they used to make you. Oh my God, it's such a horrible picture. But Ludacris is an amazing artist. He, as far as bars and abilities, probably the best rapper on this damn list, or definitely top 2. I don't know how Ludacris can even be that low, but it's their list. The Denver Westward it's their list. They have Ludacris as number 7. I think him being number 7 is absolutely ludicrous in my personal opinion, because number 6 is 8 Ball and MJG. Listen, I'm not taking anything away from 8 Ball and MJG. I love 8 Ball and MJG. I know more people are more of a fan of 8 Ball than they are MJG, because I know he had a little bit more national spotlight when he went to Bad Boy, you know, and I know what it's like to be that second banana in a rap duo. So I'm always impartial to like a MJG, you know, but I think he's phenomenal. And MJG was the guy to me, but I can't put Ludacris. I couldn't put. I would not listen. So far, I would not put 8 Ball and MJG above Ludacris, Missy, or T.I. I have so much respect for 8 Ball and MJG. They are, I mean, like Candy is like one of my favorite songs, and that's not the only song that they have, but it's just impossible to put them ahead of Ludacris, Missy, and T.I. And to a lesser degree, you know, when you go by statistics and, you know, awards and probably record sales, it's probably hard to put them ahead of 3 6 Mafia also. That's a tough one for me. But we're gonna move on. That was their number. Let's see here. That was their number 6. And speaking of Ludacris, their number 5 is Lil Wayne. No, that's not Stripe from the Gremlins. It's Lil Wayne. But Lil Wayne is, regardless how horrible he looks in that picture, Lil Wayne is like one of the greatest artists of all time. Lil Wayne had the best. He had one of the greatest stretches that an individual artist can have in the early 2000s. I mean, he had at least a 7-year stranglehold. And I think maybe T.I. probably creeped up there 1 year and took it, and then Wayne got it right back. Like, this young man is phenomenal. Like, Lil Wayne is I mean, not just a Southern rapper. He's one of the greatest rappers of all time. There's no way Lil Wayne is not in anybody's top 10 when we talk top 10 rappers. He has to be, because if you are a hip hop historian, you understand the levity of Lil Wayne and how he strangled hold the hip hop industry for at least 5 to 7 years. I have this theory, and I used to call it the Busta Rhymes theory, where an artist will overexpose themselves and you don't miss them. And because Buster had a stretch of where he would come out with these great albums, and then he would constantly be on features and be everywhere. And it's like, damn, I didn't get the chance to miss you. So when your next album come out, I'm not running to the store to try to go buy it, or I'm not trying to go stream it. Well, we're talking earlier times when we used to have to go to the store. Lil Wayne fell into that trap as well, but he obliterated the thought process, because I never said, damn, I want this guy to go away for a little bit so I can kind of re-energize myself when it comes to him. Lil Wayne was always the guy. So I'm a little baffled at him being number 5 on their list, especially when number 4 is UGK. Listen, once again, when it comes to rap duos, I am very sensitive about them, because I know, like, when you're the second guy, you get, like, overlooked. Everyone always overlooked Bun B. I think Bun B is an amazing artist. And, everyone gives, everyone gives, credit to, oh my God, I just lost my train of thought. It's funny how I can think of his real name. It was Chad Butler, but I can't think. I don't know why I couldn't think of Pimp C. That was killing me, but everyone is always very impartial to Pimp C, and saying his lyrical artistry is, is way better than Bun B. And yeah, it is, I guess. But that doesn't mean Bun B is horrible. But listen, I love UGK. UGK was inspiration, in my opinion. As far as like my little cup of coffee in music. But there's no way I could ever put UGK in front of Lil Wayne, Ludacris, Missy, T.I., and to a lesser degree, 3 6 Mafia. There's absolutely no way. And I love UGK. Like, I literally love UGK. Who did not grow up with the song Pocket Full of Stones? I don't get it. Number 3 on their list, DJ Screw. I want to be respectful. I understand what DJ Screw did for Texas hip hop and just Southern music, period. He's a DJ. I mean, that's like saying Jam Master Jay should be on this list, or like DJ Jazzy Jeff should be on this list. Spinderella should be on this list. Like they're DJs. DJing is a fundamental element of hip hop, especially earlier hip hop. And matter of fact, DJs are what got your music out. So, you know, a lot of times if you can get on the DJ's good side, your music got out. But some people that may even see this video may not even know who DJ Screw is. But if you ever heard of songs being what we call chopped and screwed, DJ Screw. It was an amazing thing when that got hot. But he's not an artist. He takes the artist's music and chop it and screw it. I don't understand it. I don't understand him being on that list. But the number 2 greatest Southern hip hop act, the Ghetto Boys. When I saw this list, and I'm being respectful, Scarface is one of the greatest individual artists of all time. I love Ghetto Boys. But I really thought my mind was playing tricks on me when I saw that they were the 2nd greatest Southern act of all time. It's unfathomable to think that they would be over Missy, T.I., I'll take that back by 8 Ball MJG, but Missy, T.I., Ludacris, and to a lesser degree 3 6 Mafia, it's no way that the Ghetto Boys can be above them. It's their list. If they like it, I love it. I have to respect it. That was draining. But anyway, we're at number 1. Number 1 on their list, you know, I think it's probably obvious to a lot of people. If we're talking duos and things of that nature, you have to put Outkast up there. I mean, they have Diamond. They went Diamond with Speaker Box Love Below, and a host of other albums went platinum as well. I mean, they are the greatest duo of all time. I'm very impartial to Big Boy. I think Big Boy is a phenomenal artist. I don't have a problem with them being number 1. I just have a problem with the rest of the list. I think that the rest of their list is fucking horrible. I cannot fathom the thought of the Ghetto Boys being over so many. Like, I don't want to say the Ghetto Boys are not proven. I mean, they were just early in their time. The breakout star was Scarface, and he continued to grow and grow and grow. And that's not to disrespect anyone else. It's just factual. So I'm going to go up against the Denver Westword with my list. Now, I want to explain my list. I am someone that looks at your record sales. And I'm going to tell you something right now. Any artist that get into this industry that says, oh, you know, I just want to, you know, like make sure that I got the best bars and I got the best similes and metaphors, and that, you know, like I'm known as one of the best lyricists. That is complete and utter Bullshit. You want to sell records. You want to stream records because you ain't making no damn money if you're not selling. So that's number record sales. Achievements. If you win Grammys, recognized by your peers and also because of the statistics that you put up with record sales, Grammys matter. Those are the two things that matter. Then lastly for me, it is lyrics. I think lyrical ability does matter to me, but not as much like the record sales. I mean, who would not want MC Hammer career? Do you think that, let me look on their list. Do you think that, and I mean this respectfully, 8Ball and MJG would not want, maybe with their music, have MC Hammer statistics? And I'm not being disrespectful to MC Hammer because I do not want those problems because he's a monster. And when they say Hammer don't hurt him, don't fucking hurt me. I'm just saying you're not looked at as an artist like how some other artists are looked at. But statistically, this man won Grammys. He sold so many records. Who would not want MC Hammer statistics? All right. And lastly, I did say lyrical ability was last, but I think the impact. So I have impact, lyrical ability, Grammys, and your record sales. Those are the things that matter to me. So that's how I put together my list. So I guess I should just jump right in. My list is totally, I'm gonna say totally different. It's about 80% difference in our list. But my number 10 is, you got a probation code, huh? Listen, I think Juvenile is one of the most underrated storytellers, number one. Number two, he is one of the most underrated Southern artists, period. Juvenile sold 10 million records. He has no Grammys. But you're talking about a man who was the centerpiece of a fucking dynasty. That's what Cash Money was. It was the era of Cash Money. Juvenile was the center of it, not Lil Wayne. In the infant stages of Cash Money taking over for the 99 and 2000, Juvenile was the catalyst. He sold 10 million records. He sold 10 million records as a solo artist. That ain't bad, huh? That look good, huh? That boy was winning, huh? When you broke, you drove, huh? I have so much respect for Juvenile and underrated storyteller, as I said before. That's my guy. I'm always rock with Juvenile. Now, this next person that I picked, I already know some people are going to say something about it, but when you think about the impact that this person made on Southern hip hop, this person opened up doors. He furthered the doors that was opened up by another pioneer and made so much money and he just did a phenomenal job. When Master P took over, it was nothing nobody could say about that damn gold tank. Master P has sold 75 million records. And the thing about it is, this man had a fucking 85-15 split, if I'm not mistaken, or a 90-10 split on sales. Don't y'all ever say Master P, bro. He may not be lyrical. He may not have won Grammys. He may not, he got the stats because he got the money. But P deserves to be on the list because his impact on the hip hop culture and Southern culture is there. I don't know how anybody can say anything to combat that. But if you do, you do. Number 8 on this list, another person who would never be considered for a damn Grammy. Some people may even say I'm biased because he has one of my all-time favorite rap songs of all time. But I think about cultural impact. not only in Southern hip hop, Luther Campbell changed hip hop, period. Because if it wasn't for Luther Campbell, freedom of speech would not be readily available for hip hop artists. If it wasn't for Luther Campbell, and if it wasn't for NWA, ironically, these two had beef with each other back in the day, but I know it's all squash because everybody probably collected SSI now. But this guy is the reason when you look at your video game or back in the day, your CD or anything like that, it got that M on there for mature. He's the father of mature because he fought for everyone to have the right to say the things that they say on their music. He fought for the rights of anyone that was a video content creator. You can have labels that say, hey, I'm saying fuck shit ass pussy or whatever you want to say. And it was okay because Luther Campbell made it to where freedom of speech was valued and it was not stripped of us when you had heavy metal people biting bats and screaming out Sharon. God bless the dead. He did a lot for us when there was a lot of bias for the hip hop, when it came to the hip hop culture. So that's why Master P and Uncle Luke are on my list. Number 7. I mess with him. Pimp C and Bun B, baby. I love UGK. They are a staple in Southern hip hop. I just think they was ranked a little too high for me on their list, on Denver Westword list. UGK sold roughly 7 million, in record sales. They have a Grammy. They won it with Players Anthem with Outkast. So that single won a Grammy. Their cultural impact, I think, is there. They just kind of have all the statistics in the right place to be on the all-time Southern hip-hop list. So much respect for those guys. I mean, I have no words. I have no other words. I said a lot about them in the other take as far as Denver's list. So we're going to move on. So when it comes to number 6, this next person, this man's he the king. He the king. This man sold 10 million. So 10 million record sales. He got 3 Grammys. There was a year where I would have to sit down and do my math. And one day, whenever we're doing, we're also going to, not only will we be doing the top 10, we'll also do the conversation. And when we do the conversation, this will be a conversation. Because I was Lil Wayne era. And there was a time where I want to say T.I. came and got it 1 year from him. And then it went back to Lil Wayne. Or T.I. was at the very beginning of Lil Wayne reign. I can't remember. It's been a while. I would have to do my research. But T.I. is a phenomenal artist. I think for a lot of people, it's very relatable. If you grew up in the inner city of Atlanta, and he's a guy. He's dope as fuck. I don't know how anybody can have him number 9. Like, that was fucking crazy to me. When it comes to Southern hip hop, you're talking like some all-time stuff. Listen, I don't even think T.I. is a top 10 rapper of all time. But that's no disrespect to him. I mean, because we're opening up coast, we're opening up shit like overseas, whatever. You're talking about all time, So that's not disrespectful to T.I. But as far as in this Southern shit, he's a top 10 rapper. I mean, he's a top 5 at least, or top 6. But speaking of 5, someone that T.I. is always kind of mirrored to and compared to, vice versa. They had their little beef, they made up and all that stuff. But I'm a big fan of Christopher Bridges, Ludacris. He's number 5 on my list. This man sold 15 million, and he has 3 Grammys. I can't argue with that. I think Ludacris is his hustle, like how he got to where he was at. I remember him working at the radio station, and you know, he was Chris Lover, and then motherfucker released what was the album called? I can't remember what it was called. But he released his single, I mean his first album twice, because I forgot what it was called the first time, and then the second time he released it was called Back for the First Time. But he added like I think a song or two. But Ludacris is an amazing artist, big fan of Ludacris. Him and T.I. are like Bird and Magic, except in hip hop. So, you know, hey, it is what it is. So moving on, number 4 on this list. No, it's not Bob Marley or Jesus. It's J. Cole. J. Cole has sold over 20 million records, and he has 2 Grammys. I think he's an amazing lyricist. I don't think he's a better lyricist than Ludacris, but he's an amazing lyricist. You know, he's very relatable. He's realistic. He deserves to be in any Southern list. I think because like I don't think a lot of people think of him as Southern because of the style that Southern hip hop kind of has, even historically and currently. It's just he just doesn't sound like a Southern artist, but he's from North Carolina, so he's Southern as a motherfucker. So, but J. Cole is on this list. He's a great artist. I bump all his music. Amazing artist. I can't say more about him. I mean, number 3 is, you know, to me, like Missy's Missy. I mean, you know, she's from Virginia, and Missy sold 30 million albums. And I love this picture of Missy. Tell me you don't like it. I want to flip it and reverse it. But anyway, she has 4 Grammys. So when you start thinking about the statistics, she deserves to be up there. I'm a fan of Missy as well. You know, how can she not be on there? I will say this. She looks great in that picture. She looks great in that picture. But my number 2, Weezy F. What the hell does the F really stand for? What is Lil Wayne's middle name? Isn't it Dwayne Michael Carter? What the fuck is the F for? I really would like to know that. Because I used to hate when he say Weezy effing baby, because it sounds like Weezy fucking baby. Which is probably possible on Earth 838. Or even in the main universe, 616, where we live. Anyway, but Lil Wayne is the number 2 rapper of all time. I know a lot of people hate his most current work. That's all people talked about. But, you know, times change, and he probably didn't change with the times, and that's fine. It's okay for him to have a certain, you know, area of his, you know, fans, and that's what likes him. It's like me. I love New Edition. New Edition ain't made them years or whatever, but I still like them. And if they made something new, I'd probably be like, damn, that ain't really hitting in right now, but you can do some Candy Girl, you know. Same thing with Lil Wayne, but nevertheless, he's the 2nd greatest rapper of all time. And technically, this man has sold 100 million albums, and he has 5 Grammys, so he probably should be number 1. But I will say my bias did kick in, and my bias did put Outkast in there. So here we are. Outkast is number 1. You know, I'm an ATLian. I'm a Grady baby. And I love Outkast. So here we are. I'm done with this list. And hey, you let me know what you think. I'll consider what you think. But it's my list. It's my list. Everybody have a great day. That's all I got for you right now. 2901 Production proudly presents to you the top 10. You can catch this on Twitter. You can catch it on YouTube. Just look out for it. Talk to you guys later. Peace out.